G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Yeah, cue some drone footage, but anyway, we're in a beautiful place called Edonaro, Croco Lagoon this is called. And for those of you who've been watching for a while, we were here last year actually and made a pretty good video, link up here. Yeah, so we're not making a video about this area this time, but yeah, just a couple of drone shots to show you where we are. Tomorrow morning we're setting off to Kupang, which is about 130 miles south of here, so that'll be a overnight passage. So we'll leave with the tide here at 8 o'clock in the morning and get down there probably around 24 hours later, depending. The wind's a big mess down there, so it could be faster, it could be slower, but the good thing about leaving in the morning is we have the whole day and the whole night and then the whole next day to get there. So we could, you know, we could take 30 hours and we'd still get there before dark again, so that's a good thing. So yeah, before we set off on this crossing, obviously it's going to be a bit open ocean. We've got to get the boat ready, and yeah, that's sort of what I'm going to start working on. We've been here I think 4 days, and we've been spearfishing, snorkeling, stand-up paddling, walking on the island. We got coconuts and fruit and stuff brought out by the locals here, so the boat's a big mess. I mean, look around, we've got a couple of coconuts, more coconuts, beanbag, spearfishing stuff, spear gun, some shells and stuff. I found this massive cone shell, and then we've got Indiana paddle boards out the back, towels. Yeah, we've got all sorts of stuff, so we've got to clean everything up, make the boat ship shape, get the covers off, all that sort of stuff, so in the morning we can just go. Yeah, plus I got to put diesel in the boat and check the fuel and oil and the water and just check the engine over. Hopefully we can sail most of it, but you never know, you want to be ready. I actually gave the engine a bit of a service last week, so I sort of know, but I'm going to do another check quickly. Yeah, basically fill it up with fuel. And yeah, this is sort of my area. Marie's downstairs getting food and stuff ready for the passage. You know, it's depending on how it is, it can be easier or harder to prepare food while you're underway. But in a small monohull, yeah, you're never straight up and down, and you're never not moving, you know, so trying to cook anything significant is a bit of a struggle. Obviously if you do a passage you just have to, but when it's a one-day thing like this, you can just prepare a couple of meals that can either be eaten cold or just need heating up quickly. Yeah, definitely get a bit jealous watching catamaran people on a passage in the open ocean, just, you know, cooking up big meals and sitting working on their computers and things. Can't quite do that on this boat, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so Marie's down there and I'll go and show you what she's up to. It's a pretty big mess down here, to be honest, as well, because we've been just you know, here for 4 days, so we've been working, editing, and things get a bit out of control after a couple of days in one place. But anyway, how are you doing here?
I'm doing well. I'm preparing the marinade of the chicken for doing a rogai. It's a Iranian recipe of stew of chicken with tomatoes and turmeric. I also have a pizza in the oven. I'm preparing the bread. I'm gonna do a lentil salad.
We've got some bacon and chilies and potatoes and things. No potatoes.
No potatoes, just lentils and bacon for the salad.
Yeah.
And yeah, like
oh, it's not looking so healthy, huh?
well, just one is not
No,
so
but
healthy.
there's only a couple left. Okay, what are you doing?
So these are, they are not really lentils, in fact. I don't know if you know, they are like beans, little round beans. Then you can also do the sprout with, but you can also cook them as lentils and make salad with. So I'm gonna boiling them.
You just boil them up?
Yeah. Now we
Pretty sweet spot, eh?
oh yeah, beautiful place.
Look out this window. Got a little sand spit that comes out at low tide. and we're just anchored in 15 meters on perfect sand, good holding. Couple little islands. Yeah, pretty beautiful place. Yeah, we've got a big volcano in the background there. It's actually an active volcano. This morning there was no clouds around, because normally there's all clouds around the summit of it, but there was no clouds around this morning, and there is just a plume of smoke coming out of it, so it is active. So yeah, what are you getting here?
I think the pizza is ready.
All right, let it rip. Where are you going to put it? Maybe here.
That's a good question. Probably. Yeah.
Whoa. What's on this one?
It's half bacon onions and half anchorages and tomatoes.
Anchovies?
Yeah, anchovies.
The anchovies are for me.
No, because you don't like them. You don't deserve them. Where did I put the towel?
Oh, like what is that in there?
They are grissinis.
Ooh, wholemeal ones? They're brown, no?
Yeah, yeah. They're wholemeals and cheese and rosemary.
Wow, cooking up a storm today.
Yeah.
Whoa, show me that back. Woo!
Ah, please, it's painful.
What happened?
I had the good idea to go snorkeling at the wrong time and without any protection, and a swimsuit not really adapt. That's what happened.
But we got some awesome pictures.
Yeah, we've got some awesome pictures.
We did a little photo shoot for Indiana paddleboards yesterday because they gave us 2 new ones, and while she looked good in her beautiful Volcom bikini, it was a bit too long in the midday sun, and now she's paying for it. Alright, while we're waiting for this beautiful pizza to get cool enough to eat, I'll just tell you how we got here to Edonaro. We had a few days where we didn't film anything after Kilo, right? Since Kilo, that was the last... No, since La Bombaggio. Since we left La Bombaggio, we didn't really film anything. Well, we didn't make a movie, but, you know, some things, it's just so nice that I have to film it, but it's not good enough to make a video about. So I'm going to roll some clips here of some things we saw along the way to get here. You know, we had an amazing sunset and we saw some whales and things like that. So here's a little bit of a montage of the last few days before we arrived here in Edonaro. Enjoy. Right, guys, it is about 5:45 p.m. Beautiful fishing boat going through the sun. I'm just about to pull up the anchor. We're going to do our first overnight trip of the season. It's about 70 miles or something to Riung, the next place we're going, and yeah, that's just slightly too far to do a day trip here. If you're in the trade winds and we know you're going to get 20 knots of pretty good wind, then 70 miles is that's doable. That's 10 hours at 7 knots. We can go faster than 7 knots, so it will be doable. But as you can see, it's completely calm and I can't motor at 7 knots for that amount of time. So we'll go through the night. I quite like going at night here, apart from all the fishermen and stuff around. It's actually pretty cool because it's way cooler, and you just arrive there in the morning, 8-9 o'clock, and have a bit of a sleep, and then yeah, you're there. And we just take turns, 2 or 3 hours each, and yeah, that's sort of how we do it. But we had a pretty beautiful stay here and just been swimming a little bit around here, and yeah, pretty happy to move on. Get this anchor up. As you can see from the drone shots I'll show now, we just sort of anchored on this sand triangle in the middle of this big lot of coral. It's pretty nice when it's calm like this. You sort of got a swimming pool around you. It's pretty awesome. Alright, time to get out of here. The fishermen are all going out at the same time, so it's pretty cool. Marie's downstairs, just putting some bread in, I think. How are you doing, babe?
I'm doing good. Preparing the snack for tonight.
Grassinis?
Yeah.
We've got our new aloe vera plant there in the sun, looking beautiful. Okay, let's get moving. As you can see, I'm just navigating off the satellite maps right now. So we're in this channel and just got to get out of there, but it should be okay. I'll just take it reasonably easy. We came here last year, so we sort of know this spot. It's not ideal to leave a coral area like this when you can't really see in the water, but we should be good. I'll trust the maps. We've got about, oh, it's probably too windy. We've got about, about 80 miles to go. Should arrive just after sunrise tomorrow. It's a place called Edonaro. We were there last year actually. I'll link up here to the video from there, and looking forward to going back for a few days holiday. It's going to be fun. I don't know if we'll make a video because I've already made one, but anyway. Looking forward to the night passage?
Not really.
Not really?
Okay. It's a little bit too much waves for a night passage. Okay.
No, we started off for about the first hour motoring, and the wind was sort of coming from the north, which is super weird, and the waves were coming from the south, which is normal. And then it just, I had the sail up actually, and it was flapping and pissing me off, so I dropped the sail, and then half an hour later it started coming in from the southeast, which is perfect. And yeah, it's just been hovering around 25 to 27 knots, and yeah, we're doing boat speed of 8 to 8.5 knots, just with 2 reefs in the main, just flying along. And yeah, sun just came out again, and beautiful. Give us a wave. For dinner?
We took some takeaway in Lagoon Bacho. They have chicken, rice, some spinach, some, I don't really know what it is, but it's good.
Breadfruit.
What food? Like Indonesian food. Super good.
So is that the tactic we're going to do now when we're doing long passages? We'll buy a bunch of takeaways from a town before we leave and put them in the fridge?
It's possible, and we have a good time to doing that. Yeah, definitely it's the best way.
I'll get a good snack in now before nightfall, and then be all good through the night.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful evening, look at that.
at this color!
Colour is
Crazy.
incredible. At low tide, this is just a sandbar that's coming out of the water. Pizza time?
Pizza time.
Cheers. I bet my bacon one's better than your anchovy one.
I don't think, no. I think I have the best one.
Anchovies are too salty to be on pizza. What do you guys think? Give us a poll. What do you think, anchovy pizza or bacon on pizza?
Anchovy team forever.
You'll probably win because people like you more. Be honest, guys, what you really like, not who you like more. Anyway, so how are you feeling about the passage tomorrow?
I actually talked about it because, to be honest, this day is not my favorite one, so I decided to talk about my feelings of this day.
Okay, well I'll roll that now. So here you go, this is Marie's feelings on the upcoming passage.
Sailing is almost paradise all the time, but some days it's quite hard, and I think this is for me a day quite hard. We are in Edonaro, a paradise place. Like, it's amazing landscape, super good snorkeling. Like, I really love this place and I was waiting to coming back here. But yeah, I don't know, today I'm feeling a bit homesick. I'm missing the climate, I think. Like, I'm a bit tired of the heat. And also about the movement on the boats. Some days I really feel comfortable in it and some days not really. And this morning we had a little bit of swell on board. So I was feeling a bit, I don't know, you know, it's a bit like make me out of passions. Everything I'm gonna try to do, if it's not working because things are moving, I'm super angry for no reason. So it's not really comfortable. So I asked to Vernon to drop me on Flores Island. It's a tiny island just close to the anchorage. And if you remember in last year's video about Edonaro, it's the Bat Island. So yeah, I was needed to be on land and feeling it's not moving. But now I am bitten by hundreds of sandflies, so I don't really know what I'm preferring. But yeah, this is this kind of day. And I'm sure it's gonna be better in a while. But I think also we are both, Vernon and me, under pressure a little bit about all these paperwork we have to do in Kupang, and we are really waiting for it, trying to be in time, try to have an idea of how it's gonna turn. So it put a little bit of pressure and maybe make it all of this less enjoyable for a while, but at least we are close. Tomorrow we go in Kupang. We're gonna do what we have to do, and after that we're gonna be able to relax again and enjoy again. So it's gonna be good.
Morning, guys. Well, we're about to haul up the anchor and leave now. It's about 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that video. It was more of a typical vlog, I guess you would say. Just a little bit of what we were doing yesterday and a bit of a look back on how we got here and stuff. As I said, yeah, we're about to head off on its 120, 130 mile passage to Kupang, and yeah, our season will become clearer once we arrive there, I guess. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's sort of hard to enjoy all these beautiful places when there's sort of a weight hanging on us on, you know, officials and regulations and all these new rules in Indonesia right now. So we'll get down there, face the music, and see what the future, the next few months holds for us. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks very much, patrons. You guys are rad. All the other viewers out there, if you enjoy these videos we make, you can help support this channel by becoming a patron, or, you know, putting money into PayPal. That's what a lot of people do as well. You know, just like one-off and things like that. It's all super appreciated, all of it, and it really helps us to keep going and make these videos and keep motivated and you know, give ourselves a sense of worth that we're actually, you know, spending 3 days a week making these videos, and that you guys are enjoying them enough to be willing to throw, you know, like a coffee's worth of money each month or something at us. Anyway, how do you feel about what's going on?
we're gonna go. As I already said, like I'm not feeling super comfortable because it's quite a long navigation, 24 hours, but yeah, I hope it's gonna be good. We watched a little bit the wind and the weather forecast. Normally it's gonna be good, so I hope we're gonna enjoy it.
Yep, and there'll be a little slideshow here as well. Haven't done a slideshow for a while, but yeah, got a few good photos along the way, so we'll throw them up, and also I'll put all these photos as high res in the Dropbox folder for you patrons out there to enjoy, to throw them on your screensavers or print them out and put them on your wall, whatever you like to do with them. Another bonus for you guys. All right, see you next week, probably, from Kupang. Over and out. Bye-bye.